Okay, we're ready for language, our last video of our last Tuesday in third grade. I've pulled you a little closer to me because today in language we are going to review for our final test tomorrow, test 14. So today in language, we're just going to review. You do need your book. There are a couple of pages that I want you to take special, attention to and look at because it will be on your test. So let's start on page 155. Page 155, you are studying adjectives and you're learning about, on page 155, when to use more or most in ER and EST. So make sure that you are familiar with that box at the top of page 155. Use the word more before a long adjective when comparing two nouns. Use the word most before a long adjective when comparing three or more nouns. Do not add the word more or most and ER or EST to the same adjectives. Remember, we said you can't be the most biggest. If you're the biggest, if your apple is the biggest, it's the biggest. There are not any more. That would be bigger. You are the top-notch biggest apple, okay? So we talked about that, so be sure that you know how to take a word and either add ER or EST in a sentence. And I added here to pay special attention to bad, worse, and worst. Remember, there are some words that actually change as they are being compared. So it's not badder and baddest. It's bad, worse, worst. Make sure you pay special attention to that one. Okay? So that's page 155. Just be sure, think A, that you can work through those. All right. And then we're going to flip over to page 160, I think is our next. Yes. We're going to study adverbs, page 160. So on page 160, you see here where think A, you have complete each sentence by writing an adverb that answers the question in parentheses. So remember, an adverb is a word that describes a verb. Looking back at your remember box. Some adverbs tell how the action of the verb was done. Some adverbs tell when the action of the verb happened. Some adverbs tell how often the action of the verb happened. So you'll have an example. Mom and I made cherry pie. And then my question to answer is when? Yesterday. Okay. And remember, I told you with adverbs, you can even leave those off. You could just stop at Mom and I made cherry pie. The adverb just describes more of the verb for you when, or how often. Mom and I made cherry pie every day last summer, or however you wanted to say that. It's just a little bit more information. So on your test, you're going to have a sentence. You're going to have to underline the verb or the verb phrase there, and then you're going to have to circle your adverb and draw the small arrow from each adverb to the verb it describes. Okay? So if you want to flip back to 159 also, you can see number 1, Molly poured hot syrup on her pancakes slowly. Slowly would describe poured there. Okay? So picking up those adverbs. Then you're going to have a diagramming section also. Just carrying on right with page 160. You are going to draw a line between the subject and predicate parts of the sentence. Underline the verb twice and the subject once. Then you're going to circle the adverb and draw a small arrow from each adverb to the verb it describes. All right? Now I'm going to have to erase this because I ran out of room for my little diagramming here at the bottom. So let's look at page 160. Think B. Let me back up a second. Think A is a good section to look at also. Grace opened her birthday gift. How? Carefully, slowly. Okay. So back to think B. Sam and Jared wear seat belts in the car always. Now, however you want to do this is fine with me. If you want to go in and pick up your subjects and verbs first, that's fine. And then divide, whatever your eye likes is easy. Easier is fine with me. So we're going to first start off, I'm going to underline Sam, Jared. Those are my compound subjects. What is my verb? Wear. Correct. Then we can divide. That's easier for me. I like that process better. It's completely up to you. And now we're going to circle the adverb. Sam and Jared wear seatbelts in the car. Always. What is my adverb here? Always. Yes. That answers the question, how often? Always. Okay. So what you would do here then is match always back to where. So that's the adverb. And then you're going to diagram. Okay. My compound subjects go here. Sam, Jared. You won't have, and we have learned that we can put the conjunction here, and what's my verb? Where. And what is my adverb? Not my adjective, but my adverb. Always. Okay. Let's look at number 2, just as a quick review. Mrs. Lewis arranged the fruit in the basket beautifully. Mrs. Lewis arranged the fruit in the basket beautifully. I have to write smaller. Barely made it. Mrs. Lewis arranged the fruit in the basket beautifully. Let's go ahead and pick out our subject first. What is my subject? Mrs. Lewis. What did Mrs. Lewis do? She arranged. And then we can divide there. Okay? All right. Now, let's go in and pick up our adverb. What word describes the verb here? Tells how, when, or how often? Beautifully, correct. So I'm going to circle beautifully, and I'm going to match it back to arranged, because that's how she arranged the fruit. All right, now let's diagram. Notice my adverb goes under my verb. If they were adjectives, they would go under the noun here on this side. So we have here, we have Mrs. Lewis. What did she do? Arranged. What is my adverb here? Beautifully. Describes my verb. Okay. that's what you'll have. You'll have 3 of those on your test tomorrow. If you have any questions about any of that, you don't have a paper or anything to do for today, just wanted to go over those pages. Again, it's page 160. The test mainly deals with the adjectives. I think it was on page 155. Yes, page 155. More, most, EST. Bad, worse, and worst. And then your adverbs, diagramming those on your sentences. So if you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to reach out and let me know. But if not, you will have your language test tomorrow. So you'll need to go ahead and find page test 14, page 63 and 64 out of your packet, and that will be your last language test. So finish strong, guys. So that ends our videos for today, which is Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy the beautiful weather and sunshine that's out. And I'm excited. We only have 3 days left this week for 3rd grade. So I love you guys. Make it a great day. And I'll see you back tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. Have a great afternoon.